everybody, welcome back to Wild Bird Creative. I was at my mom's this weekend doing a quick check-in, and I had brought down just a clear envelope of scraps, thinking I might be able to snatch some time to make a piece or two, and here I am bringing it back. So it's just odds and ends, but one of the things that's in here, other than some ready-to-use cards for my Rolodex, are pieces that I had just cleaned my palette knife off on, I don't know when, because I don't even remember doing these. But I've got these pieces, and I'm going to take one and just create a piece on top of it. So it's going to be really quick, because these are already dry and ready to go. They're all the same. I can do all four at once if I want, or I can do one at a time. Perfect. It'll be nice and easy, no mess, just a matter of gluing things down. So let's get started and see where we end up. So as I was playing around with some of the scraps that were in my packet, I noticed that when I put something over that, I end up with a nice yin-yang symbol. So that is what I decided to build this piece off of, just to have kind of a different focal point. And since all the scraps are all ready to go, this ends up being one of my no-mess projects, which I love, because then I can squeeze in the creativity pretty quickly. Okay, let's see. Let's do this piece next. I might even lift that other one up and tuck it under. I'm not sure yet. Let me see. Let me take a look. Yeah, I'll put it underneath. And let's go with a scrap of music here. Now I am lining up the text a little bit, but it doesn't really matter because it's not saying anything. Let's see. Auspicious. That is the word that I want on this. This is just an old dictionary scrap. Just putting that there. So I have to decide how I want this one. Whether I like it more to the side. It's nice to be able to lay things out and look at them and see what you like. And sometimes you'll start with a pile of scraps and you end up with an entirely different layout than what you were expecting. And that's part of the fun. This is just a scrap that had some stamping on it. And this is just a piece of pattern paper. And what's nice with pattern paper is you can use the very bold side or the side that's a little bit lighter. It doesn't really matter. It's just whether you want a softer or a bolder look. And this I'm just going to lay right over the top. And let me grab my brayer. And now I still have some other scraps laying here. I could use the circle from when I had punched that out. I've got another little piece of music that I could tear up. You know what? I kind of like that there. I think I'll have it facing the other way. Just kind of brings something down into that corner. I'm going to even scooch it over a little bit more. Put just a bit under there. I still have a couple scraps of paper lying around that I can use. You just never really know what you want to add to things until that moment where you go, that's it, I'm done. You know, do I like that one up there? I kind of do. It kind of finishes that top part off nicely. And then what I'm going to do is just come across here, darken this a little bit. And just have a little bit of fun with the pencil. And there we go. It's done. I could stamp on top of it if I wanted, but really, I like the way it looks. I like the way the colors show through. I especially like this. I think that worked out great. And I could always add more. If I let it sit, I might come back down and look at it and say, oh, it needs this, it needs that. But for now, I don't really want to add anything to it. I mean, I'm still sitting here fooling around a little bit with it, but, you know, like, see, for example, I kind of like the way that lines up. Let me trim this. I've got my big shears here. And let me just cut this pattern line out. And let's see how it looks. It may not look right once I put it down, but I might like it. It feels like it needs something there. And I think that's kind of nice. Yep, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to trim a little bit off the top. And again, I can flip it over and have a little softer line, or if I can pick it up again, I can use the darker line. It's just a matter of which you like better. Kind of think I like the darker one over here. I think that spot just needs a little something. So I'll just gently run the glue stick and just line that up. And there we go. I might even tug it up a little bit more. We'll see. No, you know what? I'm not going to, because I don't want it to tear. So it is finished. No mess except for some sticky fingers. I've got my elements that I like. I still have some of the background showing through. I've made a tiny, tiny piece that is auspicious. I hope you have a wonderful day, that you will pull out your supplies, see what maybe you started and tucked away as an unfinished scrap or unfinished project, and get creating. Thanks for stopping by. Wild Bird Creative.